Hey guys, and welcome back to Lipstick Week. Today I am doing a video reviewing and comparing different crayon lipsticks at the drugstore. I'm trying to stick to strictly crayons. These are some of my favorite lip formulas. I just love crayons because of the actual application. I feel like it's a little bit easier to use than a bullet. The lip product is a lot slimmer, so it's easier to apply if you have smaller lips, and I just tend to really prefer lip crayons over regular bullet lipsticks. So I thought, since I have so many different formulas, that I would do a video summarizing my thoughts on all of these different formulas. It's not really about the colors, so it's going to be focused more on the formula, how they apply. I will swatch them on my lips. I will also swatch them on the back of my hand. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys as always for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. I have a whole bunch of notes written in my phone for this, and I don't really have like a favorite formula. There's obviously some that I like more than others, but I don't really have like a favorite yet. I wanted to start off with the Maybelline SuperStay Crayon. So this is the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now, and in the intro, this shade is Enjoy the View. I wanted to start with these because I think these were one of the first to come out at the drugstore. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, I think it was one of the first crayons that I tried. These ones are pretty affordable. They come with 1.2 grams of product. It's a twist up packaging, and you do get a sharpener on the end. Smell, I don't really like on these. They're kind of sweet, a little bit like candy, and I don't know, kind of plasticky sweet, I guess. I'm not a super big fan of the scent, but everything about it with the packaging and the price I think is a pretty good deal. Plus, they have a whole bunch of different shades that you can choose from. So with the actual formula on these ones, you guys could tell from the swatch that it's super pigmented. Like, it really doesn't take much to get full color on your lips. It's very smooth, it doesn't skip. They are comfortable, but I do find that they kind of dry out my lips as time goes by. So the longer that these are on your lips, the drier they kind of get. I'm okay with drier formulas, and these ones don't crack or really suck the moisture out of my lips, but they are just a tad drying. They are also transfer proof, but it takes a while. Like, you do have to wear these for a bit, maybe like an hour, 2 hours, and then it stops transferring. And they're also very long wearing. Like, you will get through an entire day with these on your lips, especially when you're going for a color that's more neutral, that kind of matches your lips a bit better. They really will last you the whole day. They last through a meal, and the best part is they fade really nicely as well. Like, there's no patchiness as they wear down. It kind of just fades evenly. I think these might be my longest wearing lip crayons like that I've tried. All good stuff about this. There's really nothing negative except for the scent, which I don't like, but overall I think these are great. Next up, we have the NYX Lingerie Push-Up Lipstick Crayons. It's such a long name. This one that I have on right now is in the shade Seduction. It's very similar in packaging to the Maybelline one. It is a twist up. You do get a sharpener on the end, and this comes with 1.5 grams of product. Again, it's pretty affordable. I don't think it's super expensive at the drugstore, so it's probably around the same price as the Maybelline ones depending on where you buy it. These ones are so good. I really love them. I love this formula. It's definitely up there. Like I said, I don't really have a favorite, or I haven't decided what my favorites are, but this formula is definitely up there. As you can tell from the swatch, very pigmented, full color opacity. It's very smooth in application, and it gives you a beautiful matte finish. Like, it's more matte than the Maybelline ones. The Maybelline Superstays are more like a demi matte. These ones are fully matte on your lips. Like, they look very smooth and velvety. They also have this minty sensation to them. Like, they kind of taste a little bit minty, or they feel minty, and they kind of have this cooling sensation, which I believe is meant to plump up your lips. I don't know if my lips look plumper when I wear these. I wouldn't necessarily say that they actually do plump up your lips, but I believe that is the intent with these, that they're kind of like push-up lipsticks to make your lips look bigger. They are a little bit drying, so actually they're pretty drying. Like, they do kind of feel dry on your lips almost immediately. Like, the Maybelline ones kind of feel dry the longer that they're on your lips, whereas these ones definitely have a bit more a bit less moisture in them right off the bat. Not too bad, like I find them okay and I can get through an entire day without feeling like my lips are about like to fall off, but they are a little bit drying, so definitely keep that in mind. And they're also transfer proof, so this has been on my lips for not too long, like maybe like 2 minutes, but I'm just gonna see if they transfer on the back of my hand. Once they set on your lips, they are transfer proof, so yeah, so it's basically transfer proof. Like there's maybe a little bit on the inside of my lips that are coming off. These are also really long wearing. Like they do last a pretty decent amount of time, but I will say that they kind of wear away after you eat, like a greasy meal. It's not so bad with the neutral shades, of course. It's not as noticeable, but with some of the deeper shades or the bolder shades, you do get like the wear away in the center of your lips. Honestly, these are great. The only thing, I guess, that is kind of a negative is that they're a bit more drying. There's like a little bit of a scent, but I can't really place it. It kind of just smells minty maybe? I'm not sure. I totally recommend them. If you can handle the dry down of them, these are 2 thumbs up. I love them. Next, we have the Physicians Formula Rose Kiss All Day Velvet Lip Color. This is one of my favorite shades of all time. Like it's definitely top 5 drugstore lipsticks for me, and this is in the shade Pillow Talk. So there's a couple really great things about this formula, but also a couple negatives. First negative is the packaging. It is a product that has to be sharpened. So you're gonna have to buy, if you don't have one, you're gonna have to buy a jumbo pencil sharpener because there's no sharpener on the end of this one. It's like you have to manually sharpen it, which can be a little bit annoying, and I just prefer the roll-up ones, like the twist up. Other downside to this product is the scent. I don't mind it because I like the scent of roses, but it is very intense. And if you don't like the scent of roses, I don't think you will like these. It is a pretty comfortable lipstick. It does get a little bit drying throughout the day. Like I'd say it's about the same comfort level of the Maybelline SuperStays. So the longer you wear it, the drier your lips feel, but it's not unbearable. This is the matte version. They also have a creamy version, which I don't for some reason have in front of me. I love this finish. So soft, so cloud-like. When you even just touch your lips, like they're so soft. I just love the way this product looks on my lips. I think that's partly why I love this color so much. Like my lips just look so soft. They are also transfer proof. It takes a bit of time for them to dry down, similar to the Maybelline ones. Again, like I think if I do the kiss test right now, it's going to come off. Yeah, like it definitely still transfers, but as you wear this throughout the day, it's going to eventually dry down. It's not as long wearing as the Maybelline ones, but it does last a pretty decent amount of time. Like I can get through an entire day and it still looks okay, especially when I'm wearing this color, which is so close to like my natural lip color. I would say it lasts through at least one meal before it starts wearing down. I think these were slightly more expensive because Physicians Formula tends to be a bit more expensive than at least the NYX or the Maybelline ones, but you do get more product. You get 4.3 grams, which compared to the Maybelline ones, which had 1.2 grams in the Maybelline and 1.5 in the NYX ones, like this is so much more product, so it kind of justifies the price. And I don't know, I really like this one, especially love Pillow Talk. Like if you're gonna get one of these Physicians Formula ones, pick up Pillow Talk. So next we have ColourPop, and ColourPop is a bit different. Like these are Lippie sticks that they have. There's still the crayon packaging a little bit, and it is a roll up. There's no sharpener, but it is a twist up, so that is nice to have. It's what I prefer. And this one that I have on right now is in the shade Parker, which is one of their matte formulas. So I don't have all of the finishes with me right now, but I have tried them all. So I've tried the matte ones, which is like Parker. I've tried the Matte X, the blurring ones, and the creme or cream formulas as well. These ones come with 1.0 grams of product, so the least amount of product from all the ones that I've talked about so far, but they are pretty affordable. Like I think they're $6 US, so maybe like $8-9 Canadian, so it's not that bad, I guess. I love Parker. Like it's probably my favorite shade from all of the Lippie sticks that I've tried from ColourPop. I know it's not about colors and lipstick shades in this video, but I just love Parker. Like it's such a beautiful nude. Across the board, these are all pretty comfortable. They all glide on really easily. They're very pigmented. There's no skipping or streaking or patchiness to them. None of them are transfer proof. Like they do transfer on the back of your hand. They're going to transfer on your coffee cups and your straws and whatnot, but none of them are drying. Like they're all pretty comfortable. and they're fairly long wearing as well. The cream, except for the creams, that formula is not long wearing. It's a cream lipstick, so it comes off after a meal. The mattes stay on better, so the blurring, the Matte X, and the matte formula that I have on, those all last through a meal, and they do wear down a bit, but they fade nicely, so it's not super noticeable. Overall, the ColourPop ones are great. They're just kind of hard to get if you are not in the US, so hopefully ColourPop will one day be more available to Canadians and everyone else across the world. Next, we have the L'Oreal Matte Lip Crayons, and this one is in the shade Flirty Toffee, which is probably my favorite shade. I do like their Caramel Rebel as well, which is like a brick red shade. That one is beautiful, but I think Flirty Toffee is just like my favorite one. These ones come with 1.3 grams of product. They're definitely more expensive than the Maybelline ones, depending on where you pick them up. I'll try and link everything below so you guys can check out the prices there, because I might be totally off with the actual like pricing on all of these, but L'Oreal does tend to be more expensive. These are probably my least favorite formula wise. Packaging is fine, like nothing wrong with it. It is a twist up. It has a bit of a flat edge, which is nice to apply. You don't need to sharpen this one, but I just don't like the actual formula of these because they are so drying. As soon as you put them on, it just feels dry on your lips. And they're very drying. Like, you have to have very resilient lips to be able to wear these. I do love how pigmented these are. I love how bold and intense the color is on your lips. Like, every single one of the colors that I've tried from this line, they're all bold, they're all full color opacity, and they just look really nice on the lips because they're so matte. Because they're so dry though, they do kind of pull at your lips a bit, and they're not super creamy. Like, they do kind of tug on your lips as you apply them. They're fairly long wearing, like they do last through a meal. They kind of wear away in like the center of your lips, of course, and it makes it a little bit harder when you're wearing the deeper shades because you can kind of see that it's kind of missing in the inner rim of your lips. I believe they're transfer proof, so I'm gonna check. This has only been on my lips for a little bit, but I just want to see if they are transfer proof. So yeah, they are pretty much transfer proof, which is a good thing. Sorry, like you can see saliva on the back of my hand. I think the fact that they're so drying is what puts me off. They're not my first choice. Like, I will probably I'll never buy another one of these. Just the formula is no bueno for me. So next up we have the Milani Ludicrous Matte Lip Crayon. These ones always remind me of Ludicrous. This one is in the shade Good Side, which is a beautiful cherry red. I love this shade. And these ones are similar to the Maybelline ones and the NYX ones. They're just a twist up packaging. They're not super cheap, but they're also not super expensive. They're kind of like mid-range for price. They look very matte and soft and velvety on your lips. They're so pigmented and smooth. Like, I think they're the smoothest I feel like sometimes I have a lisp. I think they're the smoothest formula that I'm showing you today. Like, they just glide on your lips like butter, but then they have this beautiful matte finish to them. They are a little bit drying throughout the day. They're not like the most comfortable, but they're probably around the same as the NYX lingerie push-ups. I don't think they have a scent. I'm having trouble smelling some of these today, but I feel like they don't have a scent to them. One thing that is not great about these is that they don't really have very long staying power. Like, they don't really last through a meal. They do fade nicely though, so with a darker shade like this, you're gonna get a little bit of staining and it's not super noticeable. The staying power just isn't the best on these, but I don't really mind it that much because I love the finish of them and I like how they kind of fade nicely. Like, they don't look ugly at the end of the day. I don't think they're transfer proof, but I want to just test to see how much they transfer. Yeah, so they definitely transfer. So there's nothing wrong with these. They are really nice lip products. It's just the staying power isn't that good, but I'm still going to wear them because I do love the colors and I love how they look on my lips. Okay, last but not least, we have the Makeup Revolution Velvet Kiss Lip Crayons, and this one is in the shade Fling. Again, these don't have the amount of product listed on the actual tube, but it is the same format as the Maybelline, the NYX ones, and the Milani ones. It's actually really similar to the Milani. It's just a twist up, and then I don't think it has a Oh, this one does have a sharpener on the end as well. So these ones are really nice. I love these ones. I like them slightly more than the Milani ones that I just showed you. I like these, I think, because they're not matte. They're more of a demi-matte finish, which I think is actually really refreshing. There's a little bit more resistance to them. Like, they kind of pull at your lips a little bit when you're applying them. They're not as buttery and smooth as the Milani ones. And like, one of the best parts about these is that they're not drying. Like, the whole day when you wear these, like, my lips did not feel dry at all. Really, really comfortable throughout the whole day. They also have really nice staying power. Like, they last through a meal. They fade nicely so that your lips aren't looking patchy and weird by the end of the night. I mean, I pretty much only tried neutral colors. Like this one in Fling, it definitely fades really nicely. I can't think of anything negative about these. I really, really like the formula. The price is okay. It's not too expensive. I'd say it's around the same as maybe the Milani ones. They are not transfer proof, but I don't know, it's not a big deal to me right now because I just love this formula so much. I have to speed through my review on these ones because my camera's about to die, but I do really like the Revolution ones. So that sums up this video. I feel like it was a bit of a longer one, but I hope it was helpful. I hope it helped you if you were trying to figure out which crayon style lip product to try from the drugstore. I hope this video was informative enough to help you make your decision. I'm sure there is a lip crayon out there that'll work for you. There are just so many good options at the drugstore. Hope you've been enjoying Lipstick Week. Thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I'll see you tomorrow.